This is Everything About Nothing.
And
Nothing about everything.
And I'm your host for today's topic, Tommy. And I'm joined here by my fellow co-hosts,
Oscar.
And also fitting.
And as always, we're gonna start by asking everyone, how's your day going? How's your week going? And how's everything going for you guys since the last episode?
My stomach's been a bit upset, but
Did it tell you weird things?
yeah, it insulted me.
Oh,
It's been very sad listening to a lot of emo music.
Damn,
Oh.
that's harsh.
Yeah, that's harsh.
Unlike my shits.
Damn, that's harsh.
So, did you punish it? Does it deserve
Yeah.
punishment?
Yeah, well, I'm more of a supportive type of friend, so I offered up some alcohol to try and in these emotional trying times.
Did it help with the shits?
A little bit.
All right.
I mean, if it's a stomach bacteria, I killed it.
Yeah, I guess.
Or it lives out of alcohol now?
Oh, that's a sad fate. Poor alcoholic bacteria. Poor alcoholics.
Yeah.
No.
You don't want alcoholics in your stomach. I can attest to that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I choose to
Don't
believe
ask me how.
Have
I
we?
won't.
I feel like we have discussed this. People getting drunk off by their own gut bacteria.
Yeah, that was.
I think we've talked about it at some point, yeah.
We
Would that count as those bacteria being alcoholics, or would they be the opposite of alcoholics?
Well,
because they produce alcohol.
I would say
we have talked
not.
about wet being water and wet and stuff, and something you produce is not what you are. So, in your definition, it wouldn't be.
Because water is not wet and dirt is not dirty.
In my definition, dirt is dirty, and water is wet.
Well, it's a good thing we already had this discussion. We definitely came to a conclusion.
Yes.
Oh yeah, totally. Ice is not cold.
ISIS.
Ice is not cold.
Well, ISIS is.
Okay.
They are definitely
yes.
cold.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, cold-hearted people.
Woohoo!
Like Oscar just said, it's a good thing we already talked about this, so we don't have to go into it again.
I'm not sure we discussed ISIS, but I'm also not sure we should discuss ISIS. Because this is not a politically leaning podcast. But if this is a politically leaning podcast, boy, do I have something I want to talk about.
This is not the topic we're going to talk about
Because
today.
I feel like America is about to implode on itself completely.
Yeah. The government in America is totally running the country to shit.
Have you heard how Trump is suing court judges?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've only heard it. I don't
Arresting
know why
them.
or anything.
Yeah, they're the ones that have been against him, and he's trying to implement a law so that any law case that a person wins is only applicable to them and not to other people. Which means that every fight you have against a ruling Trump does, it has to be made on an individual level, so that so it goes from this is a court case for this general thing to this is a court case for you specifically.
Isn't that just to make? That sounds like it's to make people that actually can pay their way off is gonna be saved.
I've heard two cases for it, and again, just to clarify, I am not a lawyer or have any knowledge in law. I just watch them on social media.
Yeah.
But basically, one of the things they brought up is that they want to implement a law where people who's born in America, but their parents aren't born in America, aren't American because their parents aren't born in America. And then you have to fight a law case to get your citizenship. However, that decision would then only go for you, and everyone else who also does this have to go through the same process, which can just lead to people who don't have the money for lawyers and law action would not be able to be granted citizenships and could be deported.
That sucks.
Yeah, and also that judges for each
Judicial branch?
no for each
county?
state, each state who wants to say, hey, this ruling that you're trying to make is against our very base values. They go, and then Trump can go, for your state, but not everyone else. They have to do the same process. And if they don't, it just goes through, I guess.
That just sounds like the rich is getting more privileges.
Let them eat cake. Do you hear the sound of guillotines?
We're not going to put French on them.
We'll see. They might have some. They might take some ideas from the French.
Yeah, viva la viva revolution!
Hell yeah! Up with the revolution! Bang bang!
Yeah, there was a revolution action, whatever you should call it, in one of the Western countries right now, right? They killed that leader in. I don't know. Was it Iran, Iraq, anywhere close to there? I believe.
I'm unsure. I have not heard about this.
Yeah, they recently killed the leader and or either bombarded the government to make the whole country revolutionized. And
yeah, no, that happens.
I believe it happened around last year in the winter times, so it was very close by. And now they are just waiting to see what the result's gonna be.
Yeah.
And revolution can be a really scary thing because if that's how Iran, I know.
Yeah, I mean, a revolution can be scary, but I think a revolt is when it's violent action. A revolution can be can be a systematic thing too. But a revolt is like, oh yeah, we're gonna bring down the government.
I don't see the difference, but I know there was a revolution in Iran. I believe it's called revolution. It might not be, where the governor that is
overthrow.
What?
Could also just be an overthrow.
Well, sure.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, but Iran is now controlled by the very religious governor or whatever it's called. The one who governs the country, right? And that's why it's so heavy on the Muslim part, and people is actually not living great there. My my Iran friend told me about this and how the women is treated and how they live in constant fear of being either captured because they don't wear the clothes they need to. Men can't even have shirts that if you put your arms up and the line of the shirt on the downs. I'm very good at English today, I feel.
Good words.
Let me try again. Men can't wear shirts that show your belly button if you put your arms straight up, because then you can go to jail.
Dang.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's very, very heavy, or it's very, very strict in Iran right now.
It's regulated.
Yeah.
Oppressive.
Yeah. The women have started using apps to keep in to keep track of guards, of where the guards are, and then they have a social part on the app that where they can communicate with each other to say, hey, there's a guard group here or a guard patrol here. Put your I don't know what it's called.
Hijabs.
Yeah, put your clothes on so that you don't show anything when you walk past the street, because the guards are standing there. Yeah,
that's sad.
Yeah. And that's because of I believe, revolution. I don't know.
Yeah. Revolution applies to a successful rebellion, resulting in a major change. Uprising implies a brief, limited, and often immediately ineffective rebellion. And revolt and insurrection imply an armed uprising that quickly fails or succeeds.
Yeah, so it was a revolution in Iran that made it become what it is. And that's because it was very free. It was much freer before the revolution, and after the revolution they voted in this guy to govern the country, and he made it this way. And now everyone is either scared or live in very deprived ways, and not humanitarian at all. So revolution can be very scary.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but this isn't the topic.
No.
No. We're gonna talk about games today.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Hey, before we go into the topic, I have one more thing that pisses me off that I need to talk about.
Okay.
Go for it.
One of our last episodes was all about. I think it was the last episode.
Okay.
Was all about maps.
Yeah.
And not once did we manage to come into the Europeanization of the American map, which is one of my favorite maps.
The Europeanization of American maps. or-
Yeah, Google American map as if Europe.
One second. This is my job as the chair guy.
Yeah, which is
Can you
which
please
you're called because you're
describe?
on the couch.
Can you please
What do
describe
you
what that
say?
means?
American map as if Europe.
As if Europe.
As if Europe. Basically, you know how the American map is all like all of the states are like square and like clearly defined lines and such.
In American maps?
Yeah, like the map of the U.S.
Yeah.
Or you have all these like states are like square and have straight lines that divide. Here is Tennessee. Here is Washington. Here is.
Okay. You have to please specify even more.
Okay, bring up. Just Google U.S. map.
US map coming up.
Take another. So, the U.S. map, which we have, you say that they are squared.
Yeah, if you look at
They are straight line.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you see how like they are like square and they are very like they're straight lines.
Yes.
Like this is because the U.S. map is like they basically took a map and just went and actually divided up. Like here is where the line is drawn. Here is. But that's and because they did it systematically. But that's not how maps usually work.
Nope.
The way maps usually drawn and how countries decide where their borders end is usually here is a mountain pass or here is a river.
Yep.
And here is and basically one of my favorite maps is, and now we can't find it terribly, but like is when someone basically Europeanizes the American map so that the lines are drawn by like rivers and other natural formations.
Yeah.
So, is that one in the middle? Is that one?
It looks a bit big, but
Click it.
It's
It could be. What is America if it was?
made like Europe.
yeah.
I think that would be more like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's the only different map I could. Every other map is the squared ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try American map. Natural. What would you say? Like
Europeanized. Why not? Is that a word?
I don't
Can
think
you
so.
can you Europeanize something? Like weaponize?
Yeah.
American map natural
Borders.
That's a good one.
Is that?
Holy shit, that's weird.
Yeah, that's more like it because now you're following rivers and mountain passes and crevasses and whatever. More like natural.
But I don't believe America did that. The thing about America, why it's squared, is because they made squares.
Yeah.
Which is super totally weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense if you're like, you had the American government just be like, okay, yeah, we're all gonna be America. I mean, after the Civil War, it was a bit easier to be like, okay, we're all America, now we're gonna split things up. We could make squiggly lines and actually keep track, or we could just be like, straight line here, goes up here, take a corner here, and Missouri, you get this part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was basically it. Because before that, it was here is this settlement, and here is this like what's it called? When you settle a place, colony. Like you because some were British, some were French, some were like Spanish, etc. And then you had this overthrow where you're just like, all right, we're gonna unite. We're the United States. We need to define. We need to make clear where our states end. And then they just like took a ruler, took a map, and they started drawing lines and be like, well, here's how big you are. Here's how many like your colony stretched from here to here. So this would be the points of, and then they just like divided it fairly ish.
Yeah. The funny part about that is some places literally dug the border, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
They dug the border to be as straight and as fair as possible and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is also like, why? Just be, as you said, just let it be like natural with the rivers and mountaintops and stuff.
Yeah, so it's very funny to just look at that and go, Europeanized your Americas.
It totally looks like shit, this one.
Yeah.
I think it looks like shit. It's
Why?
mostly because of the colors.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
And I mean, if we look here, here's the regular US map, and the thing that just pisses me off about it is all of these panhandles. It's like, here you have the great state of Texas, who's like, oh yeah, we're big. And here we have Oklahoma. It's like, oh yeah, there would be a perfect square if it wasn't for this fucking little piece of panhandle right here. It's like, yeah, I live over here, I live over here, I live over here. I'm an Oklahoman. I live over here. For some reason, I'm still in Oklahoma.
Yeah, sorry for listeners, you can't see this, but
I'm sure we'll find a way to put this on screen.
I totally would.
Good.
good.
I-
Well, okay then.
I totally didn't edit the art episode and skipped putting up all the art we were talking
Yeah,
about.
no, that would be terrible. That would have been a terrible way of doing that.
I would never have done that.
How
I mean-
can we have an art episode without art?
Because our beautiful, sexy voices are what carry this podcast.
And you know how great we are at explaining things.
Yeah.
Games. Let's talk about games.
Let's talk about games.
And that was not a skip.
You guys got games?
I got games.
I don't got game, but I do got games.
Ooh.
You don't have game?
Okay, so I guess we're gonna start.
All right.
Oscar, follow me.
Oh yeah. So
No.
No.
We haven't asked how everyone is doing.
Oh.
We heard you.
Yeah.
And you
Upset
talked
stomach.
about your stomach. How about you?
I'm decent.
You're decent?
Yeah.
Tell us. How's your regular weeks going? How's your days going? How do you feel? Is everything alright?
Not particularly.
That's fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Want to talk about it?
No, thanks.
when did you start your magic book?
Oh yeah. I think I started like a couple of days ago, and it's, I don't know. I have a lot of those books that are just, they look like old spell books, and I collect them because I love them. They make me feel good.
Yeah, they look like ancient tomes and are very
Exactly.
fancy.
Yeah.
And these are notebooks, by the way, audience.
Exactly.
Empty
It's just
notebooks.
it's a big book that's just blank, and I also have all of these like what's it called, fountain pens, but there's not a reservoir, but I have ink, and it's like I have a lot of this like fantasy stuff, and I never use it. So I was like, okay, I want to write something. I want to actually make something out of one of these books. What do I like? I love cooking, and I have a lot of things in my like saved YouTube playlists. So it's like, I'm gonna make the Gastronomicon and just write down everything I know.
Which, by the way, amazing name.
Thank you.
Gastronomicon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was debating about it because a couple of years ago I was talking about, I think it wasn't the official D&D cookbook, it was something akin to it. And a friend of mine brought up that they missed a total opportunity to just call it the Om Nom Nomicon.
Yeah.
And I was debating, do I want to call it the Gastronomicon or do I want to call it the Om Nom Nomicon? But I couldn't. So the Gastronomicon just felt good.
Yeah.
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 Amazing work.
Sad to hear that you don't feel good, but cool to hear that you have.
Delightful dilemma of naming. It sounds like you.
Stop talking to my phone, you bitch!
Why is your phone allowed to speak?
Or perhaps a place where you can grab a bite, like a gas station.
That's the.
What the fuck did it want us to search?
I have the no clue.
There was something about naming.
Okay.
I don't. I'm gonna hide it here, underneath
Doesn't
the
it?
pillow.
So your phone doesn't respond to "Hey Google." It responds to nothing except words.
My phone is special. Be nice to it.
Apparently. Yeah.
However, Tommy, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Everything is going great, actually. I have no complaints, and it feels sad that everyone else around me is not doing as well as I am.
Sad to hear
I
that.
agree.
I appreciate your concern, though. Like, just as a general friend, that's weird to say, but just generally, general friend. Admiral Bitchface.
Oh shit! Who?
Such a How I Met Your Mother type joke.
I know that they do that a lot. Is that where it comes from, though?
I don't, think, so.
think so.
I think it's just I think it's as long as there have been the term general and people knew about the term general.
Yeah.
So and the both the military and the phrase.
Yeah,
I think that joke has existed.
Yeah, because I saw.
Someone at some point must have gone general janitor.
Yeah, because it says general waste on a bin
Yeah.
in a video, and then the person just goes up to it and then they pan the camera to themselves and go general waste.
Yep.
So I don't know if everyone copies How I Met Your Mother or if it's actually a thing before them.
I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of people who were introduced to it through How I Met Your Mother.
Fair. It was a very big show.
It was a big show. Some people think it was bad. Some people think it was good. I liked it.
I thought it was decent. I could slow watch it at least.
I mean, most of those like not sitcoms.
It is a sitcom, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. Most of those sitcoms in the style like Friends and all that, it's like, oh yeah, I love this character. Oh, I hate this character, and they keep both being in the same episodes over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't know why people hate Ted Mosby, except for the things that they've talked about, that he's a womanizer or whatever it's called. He plays a lot of women and treats them badly and such. And I don't see it, but I'm not that invested in the series either. So
Yeah. I mean, his whole character is that he's kind of a loser.
yeah,
Like that's what he's about.
yeah.
I mean, Ted is basically the Ross of
Exactly.
what the fuck's it called? How We Met Your Mother.
Friends.
I was about
Friends.
exactly.
He's Ross from
I'm trying to differentiate between them, and then I was like, oh yeah, no, Ted Mosby is the Ross for the Big Bang Theory, and it's like, no, none of this makes sense.
God, I wish. It's a Ross of Big Bang Theory.
I told you it doesn't make sense.
I was going for Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but I'm glad we went somewhere else.
Yeah.
I've never seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I haven't seen it either. I only seen clips,
Yeah.
and I know that Danny DeVito is in it.
Yeah.
And that's enough for me to say it's probably a good show.
Yeah.
We tried to watch it. It wasn't for us.
Yeah. Exactly.
But we're here to talk about games.
Games.
Yeah.
Speaking of game,
Ted Mosby doesn't have it.
no, and Barney definitely do.
Barney definitely do.
I own both his books.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah.
The Bro Code and the what is the one? The game book.
I don't know. I didn't even. I know he had a bro code book.
Yeah, and I
Is
own
it wrong
it.
to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Sure.
Oh yeah. We're talking about games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite games?
Dragon Age Origins.
Okay.
Or it's the type or specific?
No. Specific game.
Specific game.
Yeah.
Well, I would say it's either. Oh, what's it called? It's either Broforce, or it's Gems of War, or it's Bloodborne. But probably Bloodborne is my favorite.
It's your current favorite.
It's my that's a fair statement.
Fair.
Probably because you just revisited it and
It's-
realized how good it is.
Exactly, and it's like the games I just said, which is Broforce, Gems of War, and Bloodborne, are the only 3 games I remember playing.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, it's like I've never been much for games. I thought I was when I was a kid, but just realized I don't really like gaming. But fuck it, Bloodborne is awesome.
Yeah, Bloodborne is awesome. I know about Broforce. What's the third one?
Huh?
Gems of War.
Gems of War?
Oh, Gems of War. Have you played Candy Crush?
Yeah.
It's that, but it's fantasy, and you have army. No, you have 4 powerful creatures or fighters that do stuff.
When you collect
Yeah.
four.
The gameplay is basically just you do Candy Crush to get mana up on your team, and then your team can attack, in air quotes, the other team.
And this is not Raid Shadow Legends.
I think I have tried Raid Shadow Legends to the point where I think I might have downloaded it. I don't think I managed to get into a fight in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gems
That's
of War.
just what I think that is.
That's fair.
Gems of War is definitely a popular game, and I don't understand it. I don't like Candy Crush.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't play it on my phone because I have to tilt my phone. It's like, it exists on the phone, but I play it on the PS4. Or I started playing it on the PS4, and then I just felt like, I don't want to have to tilt my phone to play this. That's too much work. So
What's the deal with Candy Crush, by the way? Because there are like, because I don't understand. It was one of those games. Oh yeah, you can play it. There's always gonna be there. And, but now there are like stay-at-home moms or whatever who have beaten it. Who are like, who have run out of levels to play.
Damn.
How do you do that?
you have a progression system of Candy Crush, which makes a story based on if you are successful or not. Maybe this is what I think. I've never played it, but if you complete stages, which is different like symbols, you have the stage which might be a heart. Then they have placed the blocks in a heart shape. Then you have lesser tiles to complete, right? And in Candy Crush, I believe you have special tiles that you have to complete in sections to be able to complete the level. So you have to strategize to make blocks fall into specific tiles to be able to break it. Because if you have a 4x4, if you get a 4 connected, you break those 4 tiles, right? And every tile, say it's a 9, you have 90 tiles you have to break. You have to connect 4 in every tile of those 90 tiles. So you have to strategize to make those tiles fall into those places.
Yeah, to be clear, I know how you play Candy Crush, but I don't understand how someone could spend so much time on Candy Crush that you beat it.
Well, I've beaten Elden Ring 4 times now. Yeah.
And I mean, to my point of Broforce, it's like Broforce it's not a big game. It's not as big as Candy Crush, but I did play through all of the story. I've beaten the story 4 times, and then I played the arcade, and I'm unsure, but there are like, I think 1 or 2 modes that are like set, and I've beaten all of it about 7 times.
Because here's the thing with Candy Crush is that you have there are levels. You go from level 1, and then when you complete level 2, and you gain like stars, you can 3-star it if you do it in minimal amount of moves.
Yeah.
That's how the game goes. But there's like over 5,000 levels of Candy Crush, and they keep having to add more because these stay-at-home moms are like, I'm out of Candy Crush to play. Yeah. Pick up a new game. Just say you did it. You won Candy Crush.
What are you going to tell every World of Warcraft player?
You did it. You can stop now. You don't need to.
But it's
go
fun.
to Flame Lash and live your worst
But
life.
it's fun. If you have if you have a specific game you like, you should be able to play it. And I'm happy for those stay-at-home moms that get new levels to Candy Crush. If they couldn't have that, they probably would read something.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining at them. They did it. Good for them.
And Candy Crush is a Swedish game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is totally fucking amazing. We are the highest grossing game company creators in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Sweden! Woo!
We did it with Minecraft.
Yeah.
We did it with Candy Crush.
Yeah.
We did it with Battlefield.
Yeah.
We nailed it.
We nailed it. We are the best country in the world. Fuck you other countries. You suck balls.
This is the political episode. I knew it.
So, talk about games.
Talk about
Your
games.
favorite games. You had
Dragon Age Origins,
Dragon Age
which
Origins.
is an RPG from like 2006, 2009.
Maybe. I don't remember. I
No.
never played it.
And it has had several sequels, one of which was good, one which people loved, and now the current one,
The dragon. That's the Dawn Guard, right?
Whale Guard, yeah.
Whale Guard.
Which one was it that was your favorite?
Origins, the first one,
Absolutely.
because you know what they say about sequels, like trying to live up. The thing is, the first one was so good because it is just like a dark fantasy RPG. You play either a rogue, a warrior, or a mage, and you go out to defeat the evil darkspawn that are a threat that are infecting the world and spreading out and spreading war and destruction. And that's just like, it's a classic power fantasy storyline. Like it's basically D&D, but with mechanics. And I loved it because, and the reason I loved it was that not only was the story and characters and all the writing good, the mechanics was fun because it was you could either have it as a, like, I wouldn't want to say like sack and slash or button masher, but like you could put in attacks by yourself, or you could like have just a click and like a point and click. I choose this enemy to attack, and then I can like switch between my teammates and activate the abilities to chain effects and whatever.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, and you could like stop time by going to your equipment wheel, so you have like 6, because I played on the Xbox, so you have like 6 abilities that you could activate at one time, just on quick, but then you could go to like your attribute tree to activate an ability that you haven't equipped.
Oh,
so like you can have a bunch of abilities and you can do a lot of tactical choices. And they tried to do that, and they did that in like the second one. But they also changed a bit what the style of the game, because to be much more comic booky.
Oh, so the art style changed.
The art styles changed a bit. Mainly, they went from like in Origins, if you had a great sword, like it dealt heavy damage, but you swung slow as balls, and it didn't always hit. So it was very like, but it felt real. Like this is a huge sword. It's gonna be heavy to swing, or like. Yeah, you are a mage, you are scrawny, and unless you're casting great spells, all you do is pew. Pew.
Yeah.
And then in the second game, they went, well, what if the mages now could use their wands like fucking kung fu sticks, and that also shoots fire. Huh. And the great swords swung their blades like Cloud from Final Fantasy. And it's like...
Oh, so they took out the realism.
They took away the realism.
Okay.
They still retain some of the grittiness, because... compared to the other ones, the second one, not that bad of a game. Because then they were like, oh yeah, now we released the third one, Inquisition. People fucking love that game, because for good reasons. Because like it's well written, well made. I didn't like the gameplay because they went way more hack and slash, and far less tactical. And now the new one is sort of
Veilguard.
Yeah, it's it's a shitstorm.
I played Veilguard.
Yeah.
I played it for more than 4 or 5 hours. I am not impressed. No. Yeah, it didn't touch my fancy.
Yeah, there's a lot of mechanical stuff, a lot of lore stuff, and also a lot of like political fan stuff that is.
People call it wokeness, I believe. I don't care for wokeness. A game can be. This is my side of gaming. I don't play games for story. I don't like story. I don't care for story. It sucks to have a good story sometimes, in my opinion, because it takes away from the gameplay. I don't want a game to not be able to play it. That's why I love Bloodborne games, or Darkborn, Soulsborne games.
Soulsborne.
Darkborn. Blood Souls.
Blood Souls.
Hey, that would be a cool game.
Yeah.
Blood Souls. Soulsborne games in general. That's why I love them so much. My favorite games are Soulsborne in general, because I don't get story in it. I don't need story in it. I just do what the game tells me, and the gameplay in most of the games is phenomenal. You have your precise, like you said, with the realism of the greatsword, you swing very slow. It feels real, even though it's a game and very, very much not real. Yeah. So that's why I love Soulsborne games so much. That's my favorite, and I can't pick one, but I have at least 3. It's Sekiro, it's Elden Ring, and it's Dark Souls 3. Those are my favorite games in all time.
Great games.
Yeah.
Yeah, people love. I mean, I also love like Soulsborne game. FromSoft games are great. Like people don't like them because like some people just don't like the challenging aspect. It is a game that is meant to be challenging, and if you're playing game because you wanna, relax and like be the hero or whatever, and then suddenly you have to roleplay as the victim.
I have to also put in God of War, the new one, not Ragnarok, but the new one. What's it called? Do you know?
God of War, the first one was just God of War, and then the second one is Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just called God of War.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because
That one is...
God of War, let's say the remake.
Yeah, the remake, exactly.
Yeah.
That one is so fucking good.
Hell yeah.
It's so fucking good. That's the only game since I've turned at least 10 years old. I've followed the story.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about specifically that game when you were talking about story. It's like, oh yeah, I wonder, oh yeah, but you said you didn't like story, and it has good story also, but also it's great gameplay.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. It feels nice. It's heavy. It's gritty. It's so fucking like I am badass when I play this game. This game it makes me feel like a badass Viking, Greek godish kind of guy.
Yeah, boy.
It's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
It is.
And the story makes so fucking good sense as well, because I played the first one, I played the second one, and now the remake. I didn't play the third one because I didn't buy the game when I had the PS3. But I've seen some stuff about it.
I played the third one.
You did?
I did not play the first or second.
Oh shit!
I only played the third one. I played the prequel.
Oh no!
And then I played the remake.
Yeah. Damn, you missed a lot.
I don't think I did. Honestly, honestly, that's the best thing about those games. They can be played in a vacuum.
Yeah, that is
because
true.
they just got because it's like that's the thing with the story. It's not like oh yeah, you have to have followed the story. It is no. Here's the quick background. Here's your goal. Go ahead and be the badass that you are. First game is all about you're a Spartan warrior who's gonna face these Greek monsters. Second one, you've been betrayed by the gods and now you're gonna take your revenge. Third one, now you're full blown cataclysm. You are the ender of worlds. Go kill the gods.
So when I played the first one and I was so like, oh, this is such a cool game. You have these swords that go and swinging, and then you play the second one and you play the exact same character, but you feel more powerful with
weapons on chains, man.
Yeah, that's so cool.
good.
And then you play the remake, and you have this axe. You feel like a Viking, even though you are a Greek god or something.
And also the change they did actually worked. Because in the first 3 games, you have like these weapons on chains. You just swing around doing like a bajillion attacks in like a couple minutes per second. And then the remake comes, and instead of doing that, you have these like heavy
slow.
Yeah. These are actual axe swings with weight behind
it
them.
It feels so fucking strong. Yeah, and then in the spoiler alert, and then in later you get the chains back.
You get the chains back,
and they are fast.
Yeah, they're fast, but also not without weight.
Exactly, it feels so. Oh, I love that. Okay, so 4 games. I can't stress enough that I don't have one single favorite game. It's those 4. It's Elden Ring, it's God of War, it's Sekiro, and Dark Souls 3. God damn, I love those games.
I think the reason that you don't like, that you say you don't like stories, but you like that, is that they, like, the same thing with how their stories can work in a vacuum. It's just, here's the story, go do the thing.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
here's the story. They take it in, experience it. It's not. It doesn't force the story upon you. It
Yeah.
just goes, hey, there's story reason for this, but what you need to know is move this box here and kill this god.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's also a like because I hate Skyrim. I'm one of those that hates Skyrim.
Same.
Yeah, I played it. I played it through. I did a lot of side quests, but the gameplay never touched me. It felt so slow. It felt so like I couldn't. I did what I could do to level up my specific things. Like I did stealthing things. I did archery. I did magics. I did whatever more there is, and I came pretty far. But I never felt powerful. I never felt like the next enemy was a easy character to kill. Because if I got hit once or twice, I was dead. I had the armor you get from the drow or whatever it's called, those draconic armors that was black, and it felt like, oh, I got this. Now I might be powerful at least to resist shit. No, I got hit by an arrow and died.
Yeah.
Took an arrow to the knee. Fuck me.
Over.
Yeah. And I never felt the experience that people say they feel when they play Skyrim. And that's the thing. That's a game where you just get into the world. You have a story mission to do something, but no one forces the story upon you, and you just can go around and kill.
I wanna. One thing I was thinking about now was one game that I think they did story poorly, but it was okay for me, was Fable 2, which is Fable was probably my first like open world fantasy game that got me into that, and I loved it. I love Fable, and I specifically love Fable 2, but they do have a bit of an issue with story because it feels a bit clunky. Because I'm not gonna spoil too much, but basically
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert for Fable 2. The basic thing is just, okay, you kind of need to find 3 people who are important to the story. And specifically the third person is a very rich aristocrat, and it has a in the background system of like, okay, yeah, but you need to be a bit more famous, like people actually need to know who you are to take you seriously. Makes a lot of sense.
Fair.
Yeah, but when I think it was like the first time I played Fable 2, it made sense. Like, okay, yeah, you don't know who I am. I'm gonna go be a bit more. I'm gonna go play more, to do more, to get my name out there. But when you play it the second time and it's like, okay, yeah, great, I've played through all of this, I played through all of that, and then you're gonna go up to him again and it's like, okay, now I'm gonna progress the story, let's go on. And he's just like, nah, you're not famous enough, you have to go play and become more famous. It's like,
So the replayability wasn't so fun.
Yeah.
Because you felt you had to do everything again.
yeah, it felt very much like the first time was okay, but the second time, the story really felt forced.
Yeah.
And that's the one time I really didn't like, that's the only time story felt bad.
Fair.
When it was literally just, you are not allowed to play more, you're not allowed to do what you want because you have to play our story.
Yeah.
One of those games where I recognized that the story didn't touch me that much, but I fucking enjoyed so much because of like gameplay and stuff, is Bulletstorm.
I've heard about it. What is Bulletstorm?
Wait, I recently watched, it wasn't that long ago, a game playthrough about it, so I know the story a bit, so I'm looking forward to what you're gonna say.
Yeah, so Bulletstorm is a sci-fi shooter game where you start the game off, you are a pirate, a traitor to the galactic
Confederacy, whatever.
Yeah. It's unimportant.
Yeah.
It's one game and we got a sequel. It's so sad.
Go.
But you're a traitor. You see, you find like you are out in space. Suddenly, warship is like traveling by, and you're like, okay, boys, it's time we take the battle to them. We're gonna strike. We're gonna kick them in the dick. We're gonna kick the Federation in the dick.
Yeah.
And then you start fighting, and obviously you lose because it's your warship warship versus your pirate ship. And so they're like, all right, fuck it, we're gonna warp space through their ship. That's what we're gonna do, and they do that. And you do that, and then you crash down on this like abandoned planet, and the warship also crash lands on the abandoned planet. And the reason you went on this warship is because you know that you're actually the reason you're a trader is that you used to be part of a military like SWAT squad, highly secret, highly. What it turns out to be is that you're just you're a hitman. You didn't know you were a hitman for the military. They used you, betrayed you, and you were like and killed reporters and political enemies. And they were like, then you decided to turn traitor. So now you're on this planet where apparently like used to be this big city and theme parks and like real like cornerstone moneymaker. Except something went wrong. The planet is fucking deadly. It's space Australia on drugs. And so now there are only mutants, madmen, and wild, crazy animals and plants here.
Right.
And so you have to, so because you crash here, you and your teammate who's slowly being overtaken by the cybernetic enhancements you force on him to make him survive, have to make their way to the crashed warship to get the beacon so that you can get off planets and hopefully kill the your bastard military leader. And that's just the story. The story is just you crash land on this planet. Now you need to get it over here so you can get off planet. That's the story. The gameplay is so fucking fun because it's a shooter game.
First person, by the way.
First person shooter game with a bunch of different guns. You have your heavy revolvers, your shotguns, your rifles, all of that. However, you also have a whip. An electric whip that just pulls enemies towards you, and you also have a kick button where you kick enemies away from you. One of the gameplay features is that the game scores you as if you were a skateboard trick, as if you were a skateboarder making sick tricks, depending on how you kill your enemies.
Awesome.
Like you yo-yo them back and forth, you kick them into spikes, into electrical and fire hazards, you pull explosive barrels, kick explosive barrels, sharp like special shots. You kick them into the air and fire off your revolver, which sends a rocket spiraling up into the sky and makes like a rocket explosion of blood and gore and And that's just a game. It's just like get the high score, get new gun, upgrade your guns to get high score.
Yeah.
Cool as shit.
Yeah. It's definitely a skate park first person shooter game.
Yeah, it's skate park first person shooter.
Yeah. Okay, I see the appeal. I do.
Right?
Yeah.
And the story, it's very outdated. They have racist jokes. They have stupid jokes. They have like piss and shit jokes and sex jokes.
It's also like a lot of like cliches.
Yeah, and very, what would you say? Stereotypical jokes of, oh, this is the badass guy who has to be badass all the time, which is badass and badassness all the time.
Yeah.
Which makes, in my opinion, the story very bad. So I can see why you feel the gameplay is fun, but the story is so fucking shitty.
Yeah, the story is not great.
No.
The only like real touching part of the story is the fact that you force this attack, and what the one surviving crew member you have is more like, we shouldn't do this. I want to live. And then you order the attack anyway, and they stayed with you, and he almost died because of it. And then you saved him by implanting cybernetics into him. But the cybernetics is like
fucking
overriding his brain.
Oh.
And you're like, okay, I will get you off planet. This is my fault. And he's like, yes, it is. and you have it's just this back and forth of you play a character that has to realize now suddenly take responsibility for the things you have done. And all his life he has run away from that.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Well, what I saw from
the game, the final line of the game is God is dead.
Yeah.
Ah, they have the edit also.
It's a very like badassery game. It tries to be as badass as it can be. That's why the
And
ropes.
if you remove all the commentary, if you remove every line said by a character, it is bad.
Yeah, it is.
Alright.
And the commentary and every line makes it not, sadly. But as I could do, I could just fuck the story. Who cares? And just play the game. It would be a badass experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've recently started playing something called Expedition 33.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's that?
It's a recently released game.
Mm.
I believe it came out for about either a week ago or just some days ago.
All right.
And it's so fucking amazing. It's the second game I am interested in the story of.
Cool.
Yeah. It's about a fucked up France, either in the Renaissance era or in the future. I don't remember, and I don't care because that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because the world has become fucked up by something.
All right.
And there was I will call it rupture, but it was called something else. I don't remember. But there was a rupture that happened like 6 to 7 years ago, where something about like this world in Paris became controlled by something called the Paintress. I am not done with the story at all. I've played 6 hours of it, and I'm intrigued to know more. So the things I know is that you are from this town Lumière in Paris. You see the Eiffel Tower, it's bent, and the world is fucked up. You have floating rocks in the air. The people live with magical powers called like Pictos or Chromas or whatever. And you are literally going to become age 34. Then the Paintress is gonna wake up and erase you from existence.
Huh.
So every 34-year-old is gonna be like taken from the world in a so-called thing as Gromage. I don't know what that is yet, but I'm sure I'm gonna know. But you are placed in Lumière, and you are this guy called Gustave. Yeah, Gustave. He is an expeditioner who is in the Expedition 33. The number is placed from which of the years the clock, because you can see a tree and you can see the Paintress, who is like, say, as big as the Empire State Building, just sitting over the ocean, far, far away from the city. And the clock is on the tree, so you see a number, and I believe it started at 100 of the rupture, and then you have a moon-shaped form going behind the tree in a rainbow setting.
That's cool.
Yeah, and this story started up as you are Gustav, who has this lover called Sophia, and you are like, oh, it's we have some disagreements, so we broke up, but we still love each other. But she's going to turn 34 now, and yeah, so he says goodbyes, and he says he loves you and everything, and then the Paintress wakes up, because she wakes up every once a year to take every 34-year-old.
Right.
Yeah. So the expeditioners, their mission is to go towards the Paintress, either to try to stop her or to like prevent these Gromages, and or to get more information about everything. And I am so intrigued by the story because it's so fucking cool. The gameplay is turn-based, but it feels so good. It's you have the implements of dodge and parry like Dark Souls has. You have to be quick. You have to be very you have to be good as you were in Dark Souls, right? You have to be very precise with your management of dodges, parries and stuff. So it makes the gameplay very sometimes hard but very intriguing. You have the level up system as a RPG, and you play around as it is a open world game.
Yeah.
So they have everything implemented.
I mean, I took up what looks like a trailer, and it looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks real good.
The graphics are phenomenal.
Yeah, I think I've seen a clip of this yesterday of like a golem who lives neighbor with a turtle.
Oh, yeah, I haven't come that far.
No,
Yeah,
that's gonna be a thing.
yeah, but they have when you start the game, you go around and talk to people around the city, right? You have these kids that wants to. They talk about stories about these gestrels and how they are very good to the people and stuff. I've recently met the gestrels, and they are super hilarious. They are stupid as fuck, but they are smart at the same time. And everyone is like fixated on we have to fight. Everything to them is fight.
Right.
Their lives depends to fight, and the only thing they want to do is fight. Some people strive to become different things like theater, but at the theater they fight.
Alright.
They have philosophers that say, "Oh, I have a philosophy," and they are very simplistic, yeah, and they are dumb philosophical quotes, so they are not that smart, but they like to fight. So
Alright.
the this philosophical side doesn't shine through. They have a doctor that is lazy. He just like, oh yeah, I constantly grow. My bones grow every single day, and it pains me. It hurts every fucking second to be alive, and I don't want anyone else to suffer. So I read stuff, and I learned to be a doctor. Are you doing doctor? I would ask, are you doing doctorate things? No, I like to just sit around. So I'm. He's too lazy to be a doctor, but he's a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. And these gestrels, they reborn. So I don't know. There was literally one gestrel I was like talking to, and he said, "Yeah, I don't understand why you want to be like fixed by a doctor, because you're just gonna hurt. Why not just be reborn?" And another guy, of course you want to be fixed, because then you're gonna have these scars and become like, oh, you have been in lots of fights, so of course you want to. So they are like, it's super fun, but the story in itself is so intriguing. I just want to learn more. Yeah.
I love stories that like takes big swings with the world, and like how they. It's like this is just so much stuff that they did. It's not like it's not. There's so many unfamiliar concepts.
Yeah.
New concepts and tries to things.
Yeah, and the gameplay is phenomenal. I love it. I don't typically like turn-based games. Pokemon is the only one I can stand.
Yeah.
But this one feels so good because it doesn't feel turn-based, even though it is turn-based in a way. Yeah. It has some elements to make it feel more Bloodborne-like.
Right. I was gonna say that it's like, hearing that it's turn-based feels like the only thing that probably could dissuade me from playing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it does look amazing. It looks really cool.
I would advise you to actually take up a video of gameplay, or at least a fight, because it's so fucking fun. The game is such a blast, and I love it. I started yesterday, and I played.
Cool.
Yeah, and I played a little today. I'm over 6 hours already.
Nice.
Yeah, I would recommend it if anyone ever get the chance to play it.
Yeah, it's making me want a PS5.
It's not PS5. I'd play it on computer, and I have it on the Xbox Ultimate package.
Alright. Did you get it for free?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I pay for the Ultimate package.
Yeah, so you pay, but you got it for free. But you pay, but you got it for free.
Yeah,
Kinda.
exactly. I pay a monthly fee of, I believe, 130 crowns or maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then I get free games from the Game Pass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you pay a small fee and you get games that are worth way more than what you paid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But you
nice.
don't
exactly.
decide which one.
yeah. I also got the Oblivion remake for free.
That's
From the-
fucking impressive.
Yeah,
Nice.
because of the Game Pass.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
That. Are you sure?
I
Just talked about how
I
he
hate
hates Skyrim.
Well, and just because the game's not for him doesn't mean that's not a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fair.
the deal is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like that's hundreds of dollars.
I would say hundreds of
No,
dollars.
not hundreds of dollars.
No, it's $80.
Dozens of dollars.
I believe it's $80 to $60
a lot
around
of
there.
money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I believe this expedition is also about $60 ish.
Yeah, that makes sense. I
Yeah.
mean, AAA is
Or I don't know if it's AAA though. I think it's not AAA.
fair. It might not
What's
be.
the definition of AAA?
You pour more money into it.
There probably is an official.
No,
How
that
big does a like?
it's just how much money you pour into it. Literally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna Google Linux,
Google
which is
Linux.
weird because I'm the
Yeah, you're
fair
not
guy.
the fact checker. You're the fact checker. You should check this. Oh, we have two
Because
fact checkers.
Indie games is the opposite of AAA games, right?
No, indie games are usually more not renowned publisher game or creators. That's usually what indie games are. It's where the game creator isn't usually well known. That's how I
AAA
believe.
games is a classification used within the video game industry to signify high-budget, high-profile games that are typically produced and distributed by large, well-known publishers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's well-known and high.
and very high cost. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and indie games usually is it doesn't have to be budget,
Mm.
but it usually is people that are not well known.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And also, I mean,
Small, unknown.
yeah, creators.
indie game can also. Indie game, that's a big range because, I mean, FNAF, the first one was one person, or
Yeah,
Undertale was one person.
those were indie games.
Yeah, those were. But also, if you have a very small team and you're not very, like, I don't know how when you like transition from indie to AAA or indie to big.
When you put in a lot of money to it.
Like,
Yeah.
take for example Hades.
Yeah.
Mm?
That was an indie game,
Yes.
right? Hades 2 is definitely not an indie game, man.
The
Because they are well known now. They are a bigger studio.
yeah, now it's just a game.
That's
Yeah, it might be a double A game or a 1A game. Yeah,
Might
but
be one or two A's in there.
yeah, exactly. In the definition, I don't know if there's even a double A or 1A,
Yeah.
but that would be their description now.
Yeah.
Either one
I mean,
or double
when I googled the word triple A,
Yeah.
I did not search for AAA, but that's what came up. And in the description, there was no description of what any of the A's meant or stood for.
I just think it's like a Michelin star. If
Yeah.
you have 3 A's, you have 3 stars, right?
That makes
so
sense.
Yeah, so because I believe there was this. I believe who made Oblivion?
Bethesda?
Bethesda. Yeah, I think they created a game
Mm.
which they called this is the first 4A game in the world.
Right.
Yeah. I don't remember what it was. I can misremember the studio, but some company high up in there said this is the first triple 4 game. No, 4A game.
Mm.
And people hated it. It flopped, it sucks,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't become a thing.
Yeah.
And that made me look up what the definition of AAA things were.
And apparently there is AAA is just a marketing like term. Like there is
Yeah.
no one or double A. It's just this is AAA to show how excellent it is. A in everything.
Yeah, exactly. So
It's just like.
it's just high budget,
Yeah.
and a big publisher does it.
But speaking of newly released game that has a super hype, something I was going to talk about before you told us that the theme was gaming.
Yeah.
Monster Prom 4 is out, and I am having a blast.
What the hell is Monster Prom?
Oh, he has
buddy.
talked about it. You don't remember?
No!
Oh, buddy. So, Monster Prom
Uh-huh.
is a game where you are a monster trying to score a hot date with another monster.
Okay.
It's basically it's a visual novel.
And
it has 4 games now, each one in different thematic settings.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is Monster Prom, because you are in a high school setting and you want to take your date to prom.
Right.
And so you have to get to know them, and you have to level up stats, and you can go to and every time you level up a stat, there's also like an event where you have to like solve a problem. And if you pick a stat you're bad at, you will suffer and lose stats, and if you pick the one you're good at, you will gain more stats.
Right.
And so you're trying to keep your stats up and build relationships to get a hot date, and it's extremely well written, extremely funny, and amazing art. The art is amazing. You can just search for Monster Prom on Google Images.
One thing about it is I love Jesse Cox.
Oh.
And he is one of the creators of it.
Yeah.
So I'm super happy to actually
great
know.
people made this game with like lots of great writing. They just won
Yeah.
festivals. The second one is Monster Prom Monster Camp, where you do summer camp and you want to take your date to see the meteor shower. The third one is Monster Road Trip, where you're going on a road trip with your friends and meeting monsters in these like monster locations. And the fourth one is Monster Con, which is that one where you are going to con.
Yeah, like Comic Con or another con.
It's Monster Con. It's Comic Con for monsters, and you like with cosplay stuff.
Cool. Oh yeah, cosplay. Why did I think anything else? It's like, why would you need cosplay when you are a monster? It's like, hey, a werewolf might want to dress up as a zombie.
Yeah, and even though they want to get dressed not as a zombie, but like Sailor Moon and stuff.
Fair.
It's very greened up. You see the red guy next to the purple?
Yep.
He's a mimic.
Oh shit.
But he doesn't transform. He prefers to do cosplay in the classical sense. So he can use shapeshift, but he prefers to make costumes.
Nice.
It's great.
Yeah.
And I'm having fucking blast, because the other thing with Monster Prom is that you can play it multiplayer. So multiple people can try to get a date with a hot monster, which means you can which means you will probably help each other to figure out how to not fail the events, so that you can help them get their dates, or because you can only one person can go to one place to level up their stats, you will get in the way of each other.
Yeah, you can fuck each other up to be the one who wins, in air quotes, the game, getting the date.
Get the date.
Yeah.
You might even go for the same you want to date the same character, then you're really getting each other's way.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it sounds like the multiplayer version is like Monster Prom, wingmen and romantic rivals. Nice.
It's a dating sim with a lot to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the writing is just so funny because it goes crazy. Like you have just like, oh no, they are fighting over this seemingly mundane task. Quick, transform. Your options to solve this is transform into a car, or wait for the bullets to turn into crabs. By carcinization.
Okay.
And then it goes into a plot line of it. Like it's just so funny because they don't take themselves seriously.
Yeah.
But they do take themselves seriously when the best ways.
Yeah. Something I recently discovered now when I started playing Expedition 33 is this era of gaming is so good.
Nice.
It has games for everyone. Anyone who either likes or don't like playing games at least has one game out there that makes them feel, I like this game.
Yeah.
Even those people that actually are like, no, games are for children. Games are for people that is not in my area of like coolness or whatever.
Yeah.
The judgment people.
Yeah.
Even those people at least has one game out there they would love to play.
Totally.
Yeah, like this era of gaming is so prolific.
Yeah.
Because you You have your story-driven open world RPGs. You have your online multiplayer shooters. You have your phone games. You
Yeah,
have your
online dating sims.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
You have on the multiplayer.
Multiplayer, yeah. So
There's so much.
yeah, and I'm really happy to be in this area of gaming because
Yeah.
now it feels like whatever new thing comes out tries to either be more than they can handle or less than they can provide. So we have like I'm not into I don't like Moon Knight. That's not a game for me. But so many other people loves Moon Knight.
Yep.
I hate it because it's 2D. That's not my thing. But everyone else loves like 2D games now because of at least Moon Knight. Moon Knight.
Hollow Knight, right?
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
Hollow Knight. Sorry. Moon Knight is the comic from Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hollow Knight. Yes.
Yeah.
And I've seen spin-offs from Hollow Knight, and people love those games. And it's so fascinating and so cool that the games are continually just coming out with new great stuff.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, like, and once you start getting into it, you can realize just how many things you like and what you don't like. Like, I come from a background of board games, so I really love like strategic games, tactical games, things where you have to think about things and you have to come up with a strategy and stick to it and make it work against odds. But I also just love what's it called, the multiplayer where you drop in.
Battle Arenas.
Yeah.
It is arena. MOBAs.
No, not MOBAs. It's but like the games where you are just dropped on where you drop onto a map. You have to just pick up weapons. Battle Royales.
Battle Royales.
Battle Royales.
Yeah,
I
Battle
also
Royales.
just love Battle Royales because I love the idea of just being dropped in a place, take whatever you can find, and try to survive.
Yeah.
Like you can't form a plan because every time you play, it will be completely different.
Yeah, of course. I played DayZ when it was still a mod to Arma 2, and that was exactly what it was, but it was survival and not a competitive game. Yeah, so you were just a survivalist in a zombie apocalypse in, I believe, Russia, Poland, or whatever, and you just had to run around and survive. And it was like, first you dropped down to some place, you have to find something to make you able to survive, you have to find food, you have to find weapons against the zombies, some players might come and kill you, some players help you, but you just have to survive. That was fun, but I don't like Battle Royale, so it wasn't really for me.
Yeah, I played a lot of Apex Legends for a long time, which was fun because one, it was a hero shooter, but also because it was a battle royale. You drop onto this weird map, and you just have to do you find a shotgun? Do you find a sniper? Do you find an assault? Do you have to stay close? How do you upgrade it? How does it go? How does it work with your kit?
Yeah.
But I also just love like Civilization 5, where you pick a character and then at that point you have basically decided how the entire game plan's gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like strategy games, sadly. I wish I did. Yeah, I wish I did. The only strategy game I think of is like SimCity. Yeah.
What? I'm so interested to why that would be a strategy game.
Because you have to manage every like aspect of it. You have to control the bus stations, you have to control the electricity, you have to control the sewage, you have to control the environment around you, you have to control the populations, like their what would you say, the stats of oh, I like this, I hate this, I want this to happen, I want, and you have to to in real time manage every aspect of controlling a city.
I see that, yeah.
It's not a
SimCity is
battle.
totally
Yeah, it's not a battle strategy game, but it's
I think you're correct. I think you're completely correct.
yeah, it's a city builder strategy game.
Yeah.
That's the only like because it's so relaxing in compared to battle ones.
Yeah, I love strategy games. The Darkest Dungeon is also one of my favorite games.
I've only lightly watched that. I don't really know what that is.
It's like a dark fantasy.
Oh, wait.
Lovecraftian-esque. you can gather a team of like different classes
Yeah.
with different abilities, and you level up those abilities. And it's like it's a 2D
Yeah.
turn-based.
And they have fear and stuff, and they can get sick and stuff, right?
Yeah, and yeah, there's a lot of environmental effects, and it's a sort of like Dark Souls in like if an enemy gets in a good hit on you, you have to change your game plan right there and then because to make sure that you can survive.
Yeah. Isn't there there's a card game called like Spire or the Spire?
Slay the Spire.
Yeah, Slay the Spire, yeah, which is very close to that game, but you have cards instead, and you have to manage your deck and stuff. That's the only comparison I can say that I like. I don't like Darkest Dungeon. I've played Darkest Dungeon now that I remember what it is. Slay the Spire is kind of like that, and I like that more. So, but they are in the same style.
Yeah, I do like the visual style is also a thing that I care.
Yeah, I care for the Darkest Dungeon's visuals. They are very cool and very gritty and very satisfying as to the goth theme or whatever you should say.
Yeah.
So, I like that.
Cool.
But yeah, that's the episode about games. I hope you enjoyed our like.
Damn it!
ranting.
Wait! We forgot. Ow! You. What would you pick? Unlimited bacon, but no games, or unlimited games, but no games?
Bacon.
You always pick bacon.
Yeah, you always bacon.
I mean, I don't see the upside of unlimited games but no games. I guess I'm not smart enough to comprehend the shades of
I'm not gonna question it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn, look at this guy, fucking strategist. He knows what's up. And then you're like, oh yeah, I'm not smart enough. And it's like, damn, hey, what does that say about me?
A smart person would not like strategy games.
I don't like strategy.
Take it back!
That's
Hey.
because you're so big brained.
I don't like to be bragging about it, but yeah.
I'm sorry, I cocked your outro. Please continue.
Thank you for listening. This has been Everything About Nothing.
And
Nothing about everything.
And we never failed the outro or intro.
We
so-
never even had a hiccup.
Yeah.
not once.
Not
It's
once.
been smooth as butter.
So tell me what you like, what games you like, and please provide us with your information about what.
Your games.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
your thoughts about games.
Exactly. How many games are too much games? Tell me in the comments.
15,000.
I'm not talking to you,
Well,
bitch.
I still provided an answer. All right, this has been Everything About Nothing.
And
Nothing about everything.
Thank you all.
goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.